All right, man. Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans. The Atlanta Falcons versus the Philadelphia Eagles. We got college football news and NFL reviews. And we're about to apply that pressure right here on Sports to Talk About.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Work with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember.
All right, thank you so much for being here with us on this Tuesday night. Wherever in the world you are right now, man, you are watching one of the most realistic, entertaining sports podcasts on YouTube. We are the Real Sports Podcast, and we are your destination for real analysis and opinions for some real dedicated sports fans. You can follow us on Facebook at Real Sports Podcast, and you shout out to our sponsors, SeatGeek and Bonfire. Get your concert tickets and game tickets at SeatGeek. And at checkout, use promo code Real Sports. Get $10 off any purchase over $250. And go to your Real Sports. We got the Real Sports t-shirts. They are finally here. And our sponsors over at Bonfire, bonfire.com, and Real Sports t-shirts. We got Real Sports t-shirts. It should be in the description box below. It should be there. I'm working on that as well. But we got t-shirts, man. We got some fire jump. We got reggae color, Real Sports logo. We got the gold standard. Shout out Sheldon Benjamin. We got the gold standard color. Shout out to them, man. So we got t-shirts over at bonfire.com. If it's not in the description box, it will definitely be there Saturday. Go copy your tee. You got tees. You got hoodies. I don't have this on, but we got hoodies. I got hats coming. I got all the gear coming right here on the Sports Podcast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here with two brothers of mine. We're the trio tag team champions of the YouTube. Trio. My main man. I got the pioneer right here. He is the pioneer of the Real Sports Podcast, the man with all the episodes. Anointing the name, Mr. Episode, representing the three-time Super Bowl champion.
Yep.
Three-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is Oklahoma State's alumni. He is the Real Sports Wrestling Trivia champion. He is the very talented Mr. Yamar.
Man, it's pretty tough to go on the road and face a former unanimous MVP and a former Offensive Player of the Year. Man, I don't know if the Raiders can go up there and do anything, man. You know, can they stop Lamar Jackson? You know, he is the face of the NFL. I don't know, man. I think when you have great coaches, and after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby. Let's
go, baby.
Yeah, take that crying Jordan face Drew to the game. How you like
I gotta do it one time.
Dog?
I gotta do it one time for Drew to the game. Raiders.
The Raider Nation in the house, baby.
Gotta get
We
Drew
own
to the
Baltimore.
game.
That's our house.
What up, Chris?
What's going on, Chris?
What up, Chris? All right, man.
I wish you the best, bro.
My man at the bottom. Fly Eagles fly, still flying.
As
With the
always,
Trinity
Fly
Green.
Eagles fly, baby.
Fly Eagles fly, baby. Kelly Green is in the building, baby. Kelly Green is in the building, baby. Representing a one-time Super Bowl champion, the Philadelphia Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Philadelphia's favorite son. He's the Real Sports NBA trivia champion 3 times over. He is, again, Philadelphia's favorite child. He is Philly G.
So, host, can I go rated R real quick?
Shoot it.
Hey, shout out to Malik Jones. Go Birds, DK. Let's go. We still go Birds over here, baby. We wanted one, but we're going to get it together. Go Birds.
Hey, I'm still early, baby. Let's go.
Still early.
Due to the game one more time. Raiders. Had to do it, man. Shout out to Due to the Game. Matter of fact, man, he hosted a great we went over to the Due to the House. I said Due to the House. Due to the Game's house to watch the game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. And all serious, man, we want to thank Drew to the Game for being a host, man. He got a lovely home, lovely family. It's good time, good fellowship. Boy, they was attacking Mark, but me and Mark, man. Got there, Mark had his back against me. I had my back against him, boy. We still together.
Foxhole, boy.
Yes, sir.
Bad boys. Y'all were bad boys.
They was, they was kicking our ass. they was kicking our ass, bro. Oh, yeah, they need much prayer, bro.
Yeah, my heart goes out to you, brother.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, December 8th, you better be praying for him because he got to come to my house and watch the Eagles play them. But he might win, so, after last night.
Everybody, damn. God damn, everybody, man, I'm praying for them damn Panthers. But man, hey, man, I'm glad you guys here. We appreciate everybody being here tonight, watching the Real Sports Podcast. But guess what? We're going to kick this show off with college football from yours truly, Mr. Young Mark on the mark. Play.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Welcome to another edition of On the Mark, the portion of the show where we kick things in a high gear and we bring you the latest and greatest from the world of football outside of the NFL. As you all know, all month long, we're dedicating this segment to the bringing awareness to National Suicide Prevention Month. We got a lot of people out there going through a lot, going through their own personal struggles with mental health, and we just want you to know that we hear you, we see you, and we're behind you. We got your back. We're going to bring that suicide number down to 0 here in the next couple of years, God willing. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Before we get to college football, I got some spring football news for you. This morning, the United Football League announced that they will return for the 2025 season on March the 28th. The league's 2025 season will kick off on a new night with Friday Night Football joining the mix. And media partners ESPN, ABC, and Fox are returning to air their games. So we're going to have a 10-week regular season with the championship game being played on Saturday, June 14th. So look out. Supposed to be getting an announcement on the championship game host city here pretty soon. But the UFL is officially coming back, and we will look forward to covering some more spring football for you starting March the 28th. Now,
hold on, Mark. Before you go to the UFL, baby.
I thought I
Giddy up!
Yeah, the Pony Express will try to go for a 4-peat. So
Giddy up, baby!
Yeah, Pony Express. The DC Defender's gonna have something for you. I guarantee that. Ain't gonna be no Alabama weather delay to save you this time, host.
Bring back the stars.
Come on, baby. Come on.
I don't
Come
know,
on.
Philly G. We'll see. But before we get back to the college football, man, we're gonna do things a little bit differently this week on the mark. Normally, we end the segment with the beatdown of the week, but I've never seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. We were so spoiled for choice for a beatdown of the week candidate. Screw it. This whole segment is gonna be beatdowns of the week. Each one of these games is gonna get worse and worse, and we're gonna hit a crescendo with what is possibly the most dominant beatdown I've ever seen in my life. So, viewer discretion is advised. This is going to get ugly. Starting things off, Notre Dame, last week they were upset at home. They fell to Northern Illinois, and they bounced back in a big way. They obliterated Purdue. They went on the road and kicked Purdue's butt in their own home. Final score, Notre Dame 66, University of Purdue 7. It gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we're going down to South Beach. There's this new thing in college football with NIL, with the transfer portal, pretty much like free agency for college football. And so far, the best free agent signing this year has been Cam Ward, from a Washington State quarterback, going down to the U. This weekend, the U dominated Ball State, obliterated them. Cam Ward finished the day 19-28, 346 yards and 5 touchdowns. They beat Ball State. Final score 62-0.
Holy hell!
And ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting started. It gets worse. Next game on the list, a former nightmare of mine, the University of Southern Alabama. They went into week 3. They were 0-2, hadn't won a game all season. They played Northwestern State, and they picked one hell of a way to get their first dub of the season. The University of Southern Alabama goes 1-2, getting their first dub. They beat Northwestern State 87-10. Final score.
What?
87-10. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. South Alabama quarterback Gio
I saw that
Lopez.
shit pop up on my screen, and I said, "There ain't no way."
87 points, bro.
87-10. Gio Lopez finished the day with 257 yards and 4 touchdowns. They had 4 different running backs score a touchdown. It was just you 0-2. That's one hell of a way to get your season off to a better start and come out there and get your first win with an 87-10 victory. So, shout out to South Alabama. I'm thankful I don't got to see them fools no more.
Shout out to Coach Rob down there.
Yes, sir.
He used to play for Alabama. Roll Tide.
And lastly, the beatdown of the week, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it's going to get really, really ugly. Kent State, the school that brought you the likes of Antonio Gates. They went to Knoxville, Tennessee.
Dolph Ziggler.
And Dolph Ziggler. Shout out to the so
Greatest collegiate wrestler.
Down to Knoxville. They played the University of Tennessee. Shout out Bianca Belair and Peyton Manning. Host Philly G, do you want to know what the score was at the end of the first quarter?
Whoa, you said first quarter.
No,
he said first quarter. I thought he was going to say for the game, because I remember it came up, but I don't know about first quarter.
So
like 50 to nothing?
Close. Now, I've seen games that were over at halftime, like the Saints and the Cowboys this past weekend. This game was quite literally over in the first quarter. At the end of one, University of Tennessee was up 37-0.
Yeah,
at halftime, the score was 65-0. The University of Tennessee gets the beat down of the week this week. They beat Kent State. Final score 71 to absolutely nothing. Tennessee showed mercy by only kicking 2 field goals the rest of the game. But if you're down 65-0 at halftime, bro, man, just go ahead and forfeit, dog. I don't even. you
either gonna look for the greatest comeback of all time or the worst ass whooping of the week, and you end up on the mark.
Yeah. Final score is 71-0.
That's bad, bro.
This week, I have never had this many games to choose from for a beatdown of the week. But when I looked at the box score of that game, I was like, yep, ain't nothing beating that. That is the beatdown of the week. That is
71.
another. Yeah, 71-0. And believe
Can
it
you
or not,
imagine being on the bench and you just look up 37-0? Why are we even playing the game?
7-0,
hey, bro.
bro.
So this week we had scores of 62-0, 87-10, and 71-0. There was a Division III game that ended with a final score of 80-0. So this was
Who
a
was
week of
that?
beatdowns, bro.
What the
Who was that?
Hold on, let me get that game for you. Hold up.
Yo, there's no way Mark tried to slip it in there like I wasn't gonna, like we weren't gonna hear that. Yeah, Division
There was,
Three.
yeah, that's the only
Damn.
reason why they didn't make it on the segment was because it was Division III and Tennessee was Division I. But in Division III,
Shout
let's
out
see.
Division Three though.
Oh yeah, always got to show love for them. It was. Give me 1 second. I just had it. Oh, there it is. Bridgewater University. They beat Southern Virginia. Final score of 80-0
Damn.
in Bridgewater, Virginia.
Tell me you're trying to make it to the NFL without telling me you're trying to make it to the NFL.
80 to absolutely nothing.
Oh
So
my God.
there wasn't no big payday for Southern Virginia to play that game. There wasn't none of that. They just went and got destroyed.
You said Bridgewater. Bridgewater?
Yeah, Bridgewater University in Virginia. They beat Southern Virginia 80-0.
Well,
Miami won 62-0.
you learn
Tennessee
something new every
71-0.
day. I
And
didn't know they had a
University of
Southern
Southern
Virginia.
Alabama 87-10. That, ladies and gentlemen, was one hell of a week for On the Mark. We had a lot of beat downs. Hopefully, week 4 will be much more competitive. But hey, we will be back and better than ever for you next Tuesday night with more great college football news. Back to you, host.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
Oh, these astronomical ass numbers. Oh, it's crazy.
Bro, Mark,
Jesus.
I see why this is one of the greatest shows inside the show. My boy Mark is always bringing it.
God,
He's listen, Aaron, I'm gonna say this on air right now. He's one of my bitter rivals, but he is loved around here because he's my best friend-in-law, and that is a cool cat right there, believe it or not.
Appreciate it.
87 the motherfucking 10 is no
That had nothing to do with the score, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, 87 is pretty crazy.
I'm sitting here like, bro, man, I'm not even playing, bro. I'm done. First quarter.
Believe it or not, that game actually wasn't that bad. At the end of the first quarter, the score was only 24-10. So
you had a chance.
State was still in the game. It just got away from them after that.
Bro, so you're telling me we have a chance.
It was 24-10 at the end of the first, and just downhill after that.
Boom, the floodgates open. Their tears started flowing. Their cheerleaders weren't cheering no more. It's bad. It's bad.
Steroids got the pumping.
Steroid rage.
Boy.
And they still got their ass whooped.
That's crazy, isn't it? I mean,
so you were down by 14, and you said 87.
Yep. They went from being down 14 to being down 77.
Bruh, that's bad. That is terrible.
New defensive coordinator or not?
No, new team.
Coordinator, coach. You need a whole team to transfer from one university to the next to even have a chance to even get them back in the future. But damn.
I'm firing everybody. I'm firing the band director. Everybody get the fuck out.
Damn, wait, hold on.
Why the band
get out?
Host, host, wait, what the band?
Get the hell out of here.
Leave the band alone, man. It's not the band.
Damn.
It's the cheerleaders. They're not hot enough.
You lose 87-10. Do you know what happens? Do people really understand when you lose like that? When you a goddamn loser? What's the team name, Mark?
Northwestern State.
Northwestern State.
You just made the list.
Damn. Terrible. Jesus, man, boy.
The Northwestern State
Mark,
Demons. Yep.
Mark hit us with. I swear, Mark be hitting us with every single week. But I be seeing like, what Mark gonna
Northwestern.
what Mark gonna
I'm
dig up
really
today, bro?
surprised that's the score
Fucking
that stood
200
out to
to
you the
nothing.
most. I'm surprised that score is the one that stood out to you the most. I really thought 65 to nothing at halftime would have done it for you.
Oh, 65. Oh, hell yeah, of course. I mean,
That's a hell of a feat. Isn't that a record?
yeah,
That was the score at halftime, bro. 65 zip.
High school. That's a mercy.
I would have said as a coach, I would have said that's game.
Yeah,
I would say that's game.
Hey, Philly G know a little bit about that. His high school laid a beat down with somebody this weekend, 62 to nothing.
Was that us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Jordan, bro.
I
Shout
mean,
out to
they
the
weren't
Falcons.
good. They weren't good when I graduated. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, we're making playoffs now. Get the hell out of here.
Out of here with that. But
But damn, I mean, good for them. Shout out to Jordan.
Yeah, man.
yes, oh shit.
That's what I said. I guess so.
Well, again, Young Mark bringing us the college football news, and I swear it's always a boy. Goddamn, it's always something new with Mark every week.
He even brought the high school news, didn't he?
Yeah,
It was so many beatdowns. I literally had to leave games off, bro. It was a bunch of like 60 something to nothings, but I had to bring you the worst of the worst, and that's what I did.
if you want worse of the worst, man, you come to Real Sports Podcast on Tuesdays. You check out that man right over there, right there.
I'm the
That
worst
guy
of the
right
worst.
there.
Damn.
No.
He said the
That's
worst
what
of
the
the
worst
worst.
scores.
Oh.
Oh, like the worst of the
Yeah.
worst.
Heel turn.
Said host, I know. Damn. Tell me how you really feel.
I'm a baby.
He says, "Suck it."
Right.
I hope we don't get copyrighted.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, shit. I mean,
Guns up.
What's up?
y'all go AEW on me like that? Oh, damn.
Hey,
Yo,
bro,
AEW on me
they
like
took
that?
it over, bro.
That's bullshit. AEW.
No, I got something for you. Ain't nothing real.
Then Gorilla.
I got scores, y'all. I got the
yeah.
damn scores. Let me read these mofos real quick. Oh boy, week 2 scores right here, courtesy of the Real Sports Podcast. Let's start this thing out, man. It was Thursday. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, they got the job done. They go down to Hard Rock Stadium to defeat the Miami Dolphins 31-10. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Say it again, host.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey. The Las Vegas Raiders. They defeat Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens by the score of 26-23. Mark.
I got the tears that drew to the game in this cup right here, boy. And it tastes so sweet. My God. Ooh, when it feels so good. Raiders.
All I'm gonna say is I had my
moment.
moment this past week, but I'm happy to not be a Ravens fan right now. I'm not even more happier than to be a fan of this bird right here. Love you, Drew. Well, I am so happy I ain't gonna deal with that shit.
What happened, Ravens fans? Like, seriously, I just want to know. Like, I thought, look, your unanimous MVP was gonna run all over us. Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews was supposed to go off. The defense was supposed to crush Gardner Minshew. What happened?
And I'll eat my crow. I'll eat my crow on that because I did defend Lamar. And I said, all right, maybe the Raiders are going to do it. Maybe they ain't. The Raiders proved me wrong. I'll eat my crow on it. Love you, Lamar, but I ain't gonna lie. You should have just kept running, dog. I don't think you were gonna get there anyway, but you could have kept running.
I'm really proud of the Raiders, man. They persevered, man. And shout out to the Baltimore Ravens because they was leading the whole game, and very, very, very tight in the fourth quarter. They was up 10 in the fourth quarter, man, and Gardner Minshew, but Devontae Adams really stepped up.
Yes, sir.
And took over the game.
If y'all win the Super Bowl,
led by Max Crosby.
If y'all win the Super Bowl, host, and I'm saying to both of y'all, this is a bet, and I mean it. If y'all win the Super Bowl, I'm buying a Max Crosby jersey. That's the end of it.
Okay.
And I'll have to wear it on the show after it. Sound good?
That's cool with me.
Now,
Chiefs, do your job and don't let them win.
You know what happens, Philly G, if you don't wear it?
Oh God.
You know what happens? Do you?
No. I don't. No, that's not the answer. It's not the answer. I know what happens. I don't need to know.
Philly G!
Damn it.
Yeah!
But where was Derrick Henry at on Sunday, man? He didn't even have 100 yards rushing.
All right. That's an Alabama player.
Okay.
Marlon Humphrey got torched a couple of times.
Fucking murdered.
But he did get a pick.
The host, to put a bow on it, though.
Yes, sir.
My favorite thing about that game, y'all know I'm a devout fan of Oklahoma State University. I'm very proud to be a Cowboy. It really warmed my heart that the person that sealed the victory for us was Justice Hill, a former Oklahoma State Cowboy. He sealed the victory for me, and I love him forever for that, man. Go Colts! Go Colts!
The next game we got the Los Angeles Chargers. They defeat the Carolina Panthers 26-3. Ooh. Bryce Young. You want to hit that Bryce Young? Bryce Young.
He deserves to be benched.
Yeah, he will be benched.
Wow.
Andy Dalton will be the new starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Your takes on that, Philly G?
My take? And yeah, Mark, I know it seems surprising, but I got to be Nick Saban here. You deserve to be benched. You play like that, you deserve to be benched. I love you to death. I think that you have a bright future ahead of you, just not with the Panthers or really any team right now. I hear the CFL is hiring, but they hire real players. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to get it together, bro. You got to get it together. I'm just being real about it. This benching should have been happening. I don't give a damn if you're the number one pick or not. Andy Dalton is the right choice. Go forward with him and see how y'all do.
Okay. Mark?
I think they fumbled the bag when they started him right out of the gate. I think we become so enamored with rookie quarterback phenoms, like C.J. Stroud and RG3 and Russell Wilson before that, Cam Newton, guys that come in straight out of college and immediately start in the NFL and take off. But sometimes you got to marinate a little bit. You got to learn, what it is to be a pro quarterback. And I personally feel like he could have benefited from that. Not to sound braggadocious, but not everybody out here can be, like a Derek Carr and take over a really bad team, a really bad organization, and transition seamlessly into the NFL. Sometimes you got to sit and learn, and I think Bryce Young could have really benefited from that. I'm very hesitant to call a quarterback a bust because I'm a Raiders fan, and we got a two-time Super Bowl champion by the name of Jim Plunkett, who once upon a time people thought was the biggest quarterback bust of all time, and look at him now. I personally think if his time in Carolina is done, there are two places I think would be perfect for him to go to rehabilitate himself and get his confidence back. In the NFL, that's the Minnesota Vikings with Kevin O'Connell, because that dude can make a quarterback out of just about anybody that comes his way. And the other, I hate to admit it, host, is Skip Holtz in the Pony Express, aka the Birmingham Stallions in the UFL. Skip Holtz is another legitimate quarterback whisperer who I think Bryce can learn a lot from and really regain his confidence get his mechanics back and become another professional quarterback again.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that.
I can see that. I can see him back in Alabama and Birmingham. I can see that.
Shout out to my stallions, man. Champs. Good time.
Yeah.
If the Stars come back, we'll make another run at you.
If y'all would have to face Luis Perez, I would have lost.
No, bro. Go for four. Oh, the red hot New Orleans Saints defeat the Dallas Cowboys 44-19 in Jerry's World. Shout out to Derek Carr. Man.
Ready Red, where you at? Because I told you in the comments section what was going to happen. I told you an upset was going to happen.
You got Mert, Ready Red. You got
Oh, yeah. He got... Mark know what I'm talking about. I'm about to get a flag.
Yeah. That was a BS flag, by the way.
It was.
Speaking of
Let him
red
have
hot,
fun.
man. Speaking of red hot, Baker Mayfield in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They
Jesus
defeat
Christ.
the
All right,
Detroit
you know what?
Lions 20-16. 20-16.
After getting
man.
sacked 5 freaking times, a real
times,
quarterback
bro.
like Baker Mayfield led his team to victory in a hostile environment on the road against a former playoff team. Put some respect on the name Baker Mayfield, bruh. I've been telling y'all for years.
That dude
Put
hot, bro.
respect on his name.
He's a
That's
whole
my
different
dog right
quarterback.
there.
Totally different, man. Quarterback. Shout out to him, man. I'm glad Tampa gave him a chance, and you could tell, man, they making him the number one guy on that team. You could tell.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Chris Godwin. Shout out to Chris Godwin.
Facts.
24 points in fantasy. I made a trade for him. I gave up CD Lamb. I made the right choice.
Yeah, you sure did.
On paper,
You
that
sure
don't
did.
sound right.
It don't. But he gave me 22 the first week, 24 this week, and this upcoming week against Denver, I think he'll hit 30.
Damn.
They're gonna try to shut down
Yeah.
Mike Evans, but
he
anyway,
might.
yeah.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah.
He might though. He might. Damn sure might. The Green Bay Packers defeat the Indianapolis Colts 16-10. Malik.
I expected a quarterback in this game to have multiple interceptions. I just didn't think it would have been Anthony Richardson. I was wrong.
This is true. Because Malik Willis looked like a well-oiled machine with the Packers.
I ain't gonna say all that.
Josh Jacobs was running his ass off too.
Yeah,
They
they
You know
ran
what I'm
Josh
trying to
Jacobs.
say, Mark. He's getting his feet wet, basically. Malik Willis is what I meant to say. But as far as AR-15, he shouldn't hold his head on this match, on this game that he had. Jalen Hurts has done it multiple times. You're gonna throw interceptions in this league, bro. You just are.
You're gonna do it.
But I love the way that he came back and tried to get them together on that last drive to go down there and score, and it just didn't happen. That's it.
That shit definitely didn't happen for him. The Cleveland Browns, they defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars 18-13.
Didn't see that coming.
I know.
That
Shout
quarterback
out to
He
class.
said, I know.
Shout out to the dog. The Minnesota Vikings defeat the San Francisco 49ers 23-17. Huge.
The
You
one
and the
time I
Vikes.
picked the 49ers. The one
The
time I
Vikings.
picked the freaking 49ers.
Hey,
They
host,
let him
ain't
off
that
the
funny?
hook.
Ain't that funny
Yes,
though,
sir.
host?
What's that?
The 3 of the quarterbacks who were taken ahead of Lamar Jackson in that 2018 draft all won this weekend in very convincing fashion. What did Lamar do?
Hey, that's
That boy
back,
on
ladies
10,
and
Lord. I can't even stop it. I can't even stop it. Look, I heard about the story at the house.
Man.
I can't even say nothing no more at that
Bro,
point. I gotta
we got jumped by a flock of birds, bro. They
look,
hit us, bro.
look, Drew, I love you too, bro. You my brother, but I gotta back up my best friend-in-law on this one. I know, like I said, I'm probably gonna be apologizing to this man forever. But bro, after hearing that, I'm like, I gotta back up my best friend-in-law on this now because the trash talking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But no, hey, yeah.
How about the Vikes though, man? The Vikings, man. God,
They look serious and OG. I usually pick y'all. You know I do. The one time that I don't, I learn my lesson. I'm not going against y'all again this season. I'm not. I can't.
They got a test on Sunday, bro.
Who?
Oh, Houston?
Minnesota. Yeah, they got to play Houston Sunday.
Listen, love Houston too. But the way Sam Dan Darnold is playing right now,
you're gonna pick against Will Anderson, a former Alabama Crimson Tide? What?
I got his turn on the other side, so I mean, it's a win-win for me.
That's a win-win, baby.
Look,
hey, that goes to show you Roll Tide is everywhere, baby.
It's everywhere, baby. It's contagious. Now, Derrick Henry kind of fiddled that line, but anyway, yeah, Roll Tide, baby.
The Seattle Seahawks, they went to Gillette to face the New England Patriots, and they won by the score of 23-20. The Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets defeat Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans.
Didn't see that
Start
coming
Mason
either.
Rudolph, bro. Start Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
they start Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
put Mason Rudolph in there, bro.
Yeah, he better.
Put Mason in there.
Give Will Levis one more week. Give him one more week. If you lose again, that's when you start Mason. The Mason gonna be hot out the gate. You know, if you start 0-3, you can end up 11-3 with Mason.
Right now, the Jags is 0-2. The Colts is 0-2. Yeah, you better stay. Now you 0-2. You better get to rolling.
Meanwhile,
you're gonna have to, because the Texans are 2-0, and like Mark had pointed out, the Texans aren't the one that's gonna have a hard matchup. It's the Vikings that have a hard matchup coming up.
Yeah, the Vikings got a test. I think
That's
San
a toss-up,
Francisco
though.
was a test, but holy shit, I did not see that. Shout out to the Vikes, man. Shout out to them.
Shout out to
I
them.
didn't see it either.
The Washington Commanders. They defeat the New York Giants 21-18. Oh man, at the last minute.
Saw that coming.
By the Washington Commanders. 7 field goals to win the game. Wow.
And this is a week after they released their kicker from week 1. This is a brand new dude they brought in. He kicked 7 field goals.
7 mother-loving field goals.
And this is how legends are made.
And didn't miss that one, bro.
This is how legends are made, guys.
Dayball, if you need an offensive coordinator position, I think I know a team, dog.
Who?
I think I know a team.
Oh Lord.
You want to come to Sin City, bro? Welcome.
I take it.
You would take Brian DeBall? You would take Dayball?
Too soft, bro. Too soft.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he called?
Buffalo was sure enough taking.
I mean, Roll Tide, but let's slow our breaks down a little bit.
Darcy don't break good Buffalo.
Yeah.
I
just basically what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, the way it's looking, New York about to be going through a reset, and I feel bad for Malik Neighbors. He just got there. He inherited hell.
Yeah.
I think as a NFC East rival, I feel like every year they're always close, but they have no cigar. And with Daniel Jones, y'all should have cut Daniel. This is ridiculous. To save your franchise, play Tommy DeVito. Y'all have a nice defense. They always have a nice defense. It's the offense that's lost in the sauce, bro. Terrible ain't the word. You losing by 7 field goals? This is ridiculous.
I forgot who the Giants got next, but I mean, who cares?
Yeah, they got Carolina in a couple of weeks in Germany, so maybe they'll get a win then.
Damn, I forget who they got too, but
the Browns. They got Cleveland.
Yeah, you can forget about that game. Forget about that game.
Ooh, man.
Watch out for number 99 or 95. 95.
A mile. Oh, miles.
It's gonna be a country mile.
Speaking of miles,
do you see why Darren Waller retired? Do you see?
Darren Waller said, He said, "F
Damn
this. I
right.
can make more money as a rapper."
Damn right.
Quite literally.
Hell out of here. Got out of here, boy. Speaking of mild, though, man, the Arizona Cardinals
Jesus
smashed
Christ.
the Los Angeles Rams 41-10.
By a
Shout out
desert
to
mile.
A desert mile. Shout out to Kyler Murray hooking up with Marvin Harrison II.
Bro, honestly,
Looking
host
like a
and
superstar.
Mark,
He's looking like a superstar there.
because you know he's from Philly, right? So I freaking lost it. I'm like, there's no way, like, this man about to have 2 touchdowns already. When he scored 2 touchdowns, I'm like, the game's over. The game's over. You're literally leaving this man open every single time. And when he almost had that 3rd touchdown, I was like, nah, bro. This is y'all playing with fire now.
He looked like a vet out there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a vet.
And that's scary. And then James Conner, good old James Conner. I love him.
Yep.
Former Steeler.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark. Former Steeler. Man, James Conner's still running that rock, bro. But they look like a solid team. And I knew Jonathan Gannon was going to come out blazing in his 2nd year. He did the same thing with us in his 2nd year as DC. So
Yeah, shout out to Coach Gannon.
Yeah,
That Arizona team has been fired the hell up ever since he got out there.
Absolutely. That's good.
He has intensity, and I think him and Kyler are now on the same page. You didn't see that last year.
I'm
but
not
now
Kyler. He's a bitch to me, but
I feel you. I said it. Look, remember. I don't know if y'all remember that episode, but I had said after he got that big deal, I said that this is gonna be a big mistake. I might eat my words this year.
Can't deal with Kyler Murray, bro.
I'm still mad about that come from behind victory in Vegas, bro. I'm still salty about that.
You're still mad. Last year, listen.
I had fun with that game, boy. I had fun. That was a great game. James Conner versus the Eagles. Oh man, that was fun. That was a great game, bro. I wish I could rewatch that game.
What's his record against the Raiders?
James Conner.
Oh.
1 and he never beat us when he was with Pittsburgh, so yeah, like 1 and 2, maybe 1 and 3.
Well, the Arizona.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, the only one he got was when he was with Arizona.
Yeah, we blew that shit. We would beat them. We blew it.
3rd and Renfro, man.
Yeah, we beating the shit out of them. They came back and won.
Excuses.
That's all right. That's Kyle. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they defeat the Denver Broncos 13-6. Put me to sleep. I'm glad I didn't watch that game.
Start Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Start Justin Fields.
Better do something.
Was I wrong about that?
I don't care who you start, Pittsburgh. I got an ass whooping with your name on it week 6. Oh yeah. Nothing else this season matter but week 6, bro.
I'm gonna stay out of this one. I'm on the other side of the state.
This next game, y'all, is very controversial. And I'm talking about it's between the Cincinnati Bengals
Oh my God.
and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me talk
Go ahead,
about
Mark.
this game.
I'll
start this shit off because, this I'm telling you, man. It's not a big theory, but I'm gonna say it like this: the refs looked out for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm trying to tell you because Kansas City got a penalty. And it said that was pretty much the ball game. Got a penalty, right? So here it is. 4th and 16. There's no chance now that these sons of bitches got a chance to win the game. The game is pretty much over, right? 4th and 16. Patrick Mahomes gets out of the pocket, of course. Throws the ball. Both guys went up. Went up for the ball because it was high. It was more of a jump ball. and the Bengals get called for pass interference, bringing the Chiefs into field goal range for Harrison Buckner to hit the game-winning field goal. That call was some bullshit. It was. You gotta let these guys. Ref gotta let these guys play. I don't understand what can a defender do? Two guys contesting the ball that's in the air. I just it just baffles me, bro. Mark?
Me and host were texting late during that game when that moment happened, and when I saw that pass interference call, I genuinely thought of host. A few plays before that, Jamar Chase, and the Kansas City cornerback Duffy, they were going at it, and Duffy kind of shoved Jamar's head down a little bit at the end of the play, after the whistles are blown and everything. Jamar got really upset and cussed out the referee for it and drew a flag and drew a penalty that knocked Cincinnati way back from out of field goal range, if I remember correctly. Yes, so had that penalty not happened, they probably could have gotten more points, and Kansas City would have had to get a touchdown instead of getting the field goal to win. But what was very interesting to me, host, it was a no call when Duffy pushed Jamar Chase's head down. But on that pass interference call, the exact same force and the exact same amount of contact was made on the Kansas City receiver to the back of his head that Jamar Chase got. But it was a no call with Chase, but it was a call with Cincinnati. So I ain't understand that one. That one didn't really make a lot of sense to me. But I mean, to be real with you, I don't look at that as a Kansas City getting favoritism from the refs issue. Me personally, because over the last decade or so, does the National Football League really know what the hell pass interference really is? I remember Matthew Stafford got screwed by a no call when Detroit and David Caldwell was in Dallas for a playoff game. There was pass interference and didn't get called. GC, I ain't trying to bring up no old wounds, but the NFC Championship game against the Rams, that was a blatant pass interference that didn't get called. But a little baby bump like that in Kansas City draws a flag. So seriously, NFL, what the hell is and isn't pass interference? This is even more controversial than them trying to figure out what is and isn't a catch.
Philly G, what you think about that?
I think it was all bullshit. And honestly, I have a question for y'all. I've been thinking about it. I keep seeing it as we talk about it. Was Joe Burrow not down? Because I could have sworn his knee hit the ground as he was touched by multiple guys. No, pause. He was that anyway, and his knees was on the ground. And then the ball suddenly comes out. There should have been a whistle. He was down already. There's no fumble there.
Oh, you talking about that fumble?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Mark?
Yeah. They took. I think that was returned back for a touchdown, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it was. But y'all saw what I saw, right?
Yeah.
So,
but all turnovers and all scoring plays were reviewed, so they must have seen something on replay.
And the thing is,
they were showing
I feel like they should show that too. Huh?
They were showing so much. They were showing the holding calls that wasn't called. I mean, I just, Philly G, you ought to know, because to me, honestly, and not because I can't see the Chiefs, but I would like to see a fair game. And they screwed Philadelphia, bro.
No.
Man, they did, bro. They screwed it, bro. They screwed him.
That ball was way over his head. Mark knows it too.
That was bullshit.
You know that, Mark. I know you don't. I'm just saying. If that was if we're talking about that team, if that was AJ Brown, it wouldn't have gotten called.
In order to beat
BS.
Kansas City, you damn near play a flawless goddamn game.
If it was AJ Brown or Devontae Adams or Lazard or I'm just naming names, but Garrett Wilson or somebody against the Chiefs, they wouldn't have called that. But
Yeah, I
because
mean,
he's wearing a
we've
red
seen.
jersey and he has the chief head on the side or the chef's head, if y'all seen the commercial, yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now it's a penalty.
right.
They are the new Cheatriots. They're just called the Chiefs.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous, man. I think, and I agree. I agree with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman said, "What can you do? Like defensive backs do not get any love. You can't really do anything because he said in the handbook, you're not really allowed to do anything. You can't jam anymore like that, like how you used to do back in the day. You can't jam them. You can barely put hands on them now. Um, man, I just don't know how can you defend something like that?
All you could
I
do is
mean,
pray that you do an interception like Britt did in that game as well.
I just don't understand it, dude.
Yeah,
For the life of me, I don't know. Like I wish I could hear a panel of great cornerbacks such as Prime and Revis and stuff. I want to hear from them guys. How do you defend a pass like that, man? It's just weird. It's real crazy. I just how can
do
you
you,
defend it?
do you think that's part of the reason why you don't really hear guys being mentioned as like shutdown corners like that anymore? You know,
Absolutely.
like
There you
back in the
go.
day, you would hear
There you
that a
go.
lot with
There you
like
go.
Nandi and Darrell and
Because you
those
could
guys. You
use
don't
your
really hear
hands
that no
back
more.
then.
Asante
Yeah,
Samuel,
Yeah,
yeah.
you could put your hands at the top. Now you can't even put your hands at the top now.
you
You know,
can't
I
do
mean, they took
nothing.
everything away. You can't jam. There's no
It's
jamming.
like you damn near now have to just jump in front of the ball and either take it
That's
away or
all you
knock
can.
it down.
Yeah.
That's literally all you can
That's,
do is just try to
I said,
jump the
what can
route.
you do?
Now back then, you see a player up in the air, he touches the ball, not trying to get, crazy or nothing with who I'm about to say, but you pop a motherfucker.
Yeah.
George
They wouldn't
Atkinson,
call that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack Tatum, and Derek Stingley.
Yeah, man. Oh boy, Stingley. Jesus.
Yeah,
safeties popping everybody, bro.
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. And that's what I'm
I
saying.
really,
Like
I
I
really
don't
think
understand.
Stingley is why we had that rule. I
Oh
think
yeah.
Derek Stingley
Facts.
Senior is why we got that rule.
Facts. Oh, boy. That was sad. That was sad.
Yeah,
That was right away, but damn, that was sad. But I
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I really wish the NFL would get a little bit more lenient when it comes down to that. That could have been this could have been a championship game easy, and it'll be messed up to see the game determined over that. Because, like I said, I think the guy defended it again, not because I don't like the Chiefs, but fair is fair. The guy he defended it pretty good. Like they both contested for the ball. It was a little bit more
He
acting
did.
job on Kansas City. A little acting. I mean, he got he. If, I wish I could play copyright to get me. NFL will get me. But he kind of lunged in the way. But how can you lunge when both of them his arms were straight up in the air? I just
I think what did it was the head.
the
When
head.
Homeboy's head got pushed
Yeah,
down, I think that's
yeah,
what caused him
yeah,
to throw it.
exactly. And they
Had
said,
his
oh, he
head
was
not gotten pushed down, I don't think they would have called it.
right.
Me personally, I don't think they would have had enough to call it.
Now, granted, to be like I said, to be fair, just by a little bit of a second, he was there early, but that wasn't enough for him to not catch that ball. I could see if he was 5 to 10 seconds early, like whacking him, that would probably be exception. But if he hit him earlier, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, like a little bitty bump, and it just
Context of the head
showed
and
it.
neck area, man.
Yeah, it just shows
A little
the
bitty
game was
bum
It
just
bum
scored
so
every
bum.
time.
whack every time, bro. Just like Richard Sherman said, what can you do? Like they really need to lighten up on rules on that. What can a defensive back do? What can a cornerback do? I feel sorry for him. That is a very,
Just
very
watch him.
hard position to play.
Just
Very
watch
good.
him catch the ball at this point and try to make a tackle. I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of what they're trying to
yeah,
make it seem like to make the game fun a little bit more.
right.
They say that to sugarcoat it. It's not making it fun. It's making people pissed off.
There you go, bro.
You don't
There
want
you
to
go.
watch your shit no more, man. You got the
I don't want to
UFL.
watch it.
You got the
Yeah, yeah,
UFL and the
because they leave
Yeah,
the UFL. They let them
that's the only
play.
league. Yeah,
They let them play.
CFL is even better in my opinion as well. They
I'm
got
with it.
3 downs, but it's more exciting, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just like
Man,
NFL is
that
kind
I was
of
like, this is trash, bro. This is trash. But, I mean, whatever.
what.
Let's get to the Sunday night game. The Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans, and the Texans, they defend their home turf by beating the Chicago Bears 19-13. Philly G.
Tough game. Um, Very tough game, and I think Caleb Williams looked very good. Um, but he's got to get it down with DJ Moore, man. There was a lot of plays where he could have had DJ Moore, but that's where the rookie kind of comes in at as far as his level of play right
Frustrated.
now. He
Frustrated
got to
DJ
work on
Moore.
that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very. I've never seen him heated like that. But as far as the other
He was
side,
pissed.
we know what CJ Stroud brings to the table. I just want to say one player's name that
Mm-hmm.
is going to be great for years to come. He reminds
Mm-hmm.
me of a legendary wide receiver. I love him. You guys love him. Andre Johnson. Nico Collins is the next thing to Andre Johnson, bro. And
I never
you,
agree with Philly G so much, bro. Nico Collins, I said it last year.
he
Nico Collins is a
he's
dog.
yeah, he
He's
really
a
is.
dog.
And
I'm telling
I wish I would have drafted him. But
you.
that's a different story. Um Nico Collins really reminds me of number 80, bro.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think. I never thought I would see somebody like that again. But anyway,
Dre Johnson
it's
was a
not just
dog.
Nico. Yes, he was. Freaking love
Dre
him.
Johnson was a dog.
Love him.
Had a body like Hercules, bro. Chisel.
To finish up,
Hercules.
Yeah, word up, man.
to
He built like DK Metcalf, man. That's a big wide
right.
receiver, bro.
And
Dez
it's like to
Bryant
finish up what
and
I'm saying
DK.
real quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
No. You're good, man. You're good. You going on a little rant right now,
Yeah, bro.
fanism.
Hell of a
I
rant,
love
man.
it. But
Said Nico
yeah,
boy.
to wrap up real quick though, Mark and host, on that note, I think both teams in that game, like I said, it was a tough matchup. I liked what I see for both sides. Um, but as far as like mostly the Texans, I think they're gonna go deep into the playoffs. I think the Bears gonna be a wild card like team if DJ Moore and Caleb Williams could get more on the same page. But I feel like everything else clicked for their offense. Now the defenses for both sides were freaking phenomenal. As we were just talking about how defensive plays, Mark, the cornerbacks can't do nothing, right? In that game, you didn't see a lot of flags on either side as far as the cornerbacks playing because they were doing what they were supposed to do, I guess. You like to see that, young secondaries being these teams. Now we did see some mistakes on both sides, but that comes with the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my outlook on that game, bro. I liked it. Fairburn is a goddamn legend.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna end it with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I never agree with Philly boy. Boy, I never agreed with Philly G so much when he said Nico Collins. Give me that dude all day long, bro.
Yeah,
And Tank Dell gotta be the best trio in the league right now.
yeah.
Jesus. They off the chain, bro.
I think they get Tank Dell going as well.
There you go.
It's gonna be a problem, bro.
I'm
It's
telling
gonna be
you,
a problem.
the same exact system that took them to the AFC South divisional championship and took them half to the divisional game. So it just got a little
Mhm.
bit of here and there, to get rid of. I mean, to step up, man. But Nico, I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. Mark.
Hey, bro. You good, host. I watched this game. One of my biggest takeaways is I low key feel bad for Caleb because it became very apparent early on in that game. Brother man ain't got no protection up front, man. That
No, sir.
offensive line cannot
Yeah, yeah.
protect him. They really couldn't open up too
No.
many holes for running backs either.
Mm-hmm.
And that pains me to say that because they got a former Oklahoma State Cowboy starting to guard for him. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that offensive line needs a whole lot of work. And as we've seen in other places like Indianapolis, like we're seeing right now in New York with the Giants,
Mm-hmm.
you can have an incredibly talented quarterback, but you can't protect him. It ain't going to amount to nothing. He's going to end up battered and bruised and no good. So they really need to address that this offseason, if not now, a trade deadline or something. If you want to call the Raiders and make a deal for Colton Miller, I'm all ears. But they seriously got to beef up that line because I think what happened, what was causing some of their frustration with DJ Moore, Caleb didn't really have enough time to throw a proper pass to him. Like there was a pass where DJ was on the sidelines, and by the time Caleb got the ball to him, I think DJ was already going out of bounds.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, and I don't know if they showed it on the replay or not, Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter were smoking the offensive lineman they were going up against and just constantly harassing Caleb. The offensive coordinator should have called some type of screen pass or something to kind of negate that. But yeah, that was my big takeaway for Chicago. I don't care if it's Justin Fields back there, Caleb Williams, Jim McMahon. It don't matter. You gotta build an offensive line to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
And Houston played pretty darn good. They looked really good. They didn't take Chicago lightly. They played them pretty tough, played smart, disciplined football. CJ Stroud did his thing. I'm just kind of waiting for them to get Dalton Schultz involved. Like I don't know what's going on in the NFL this year. Like a lot of the star tight ends have gotten off to a slow start this season.
That's true.
So I would love to see them get Dalton Schultz involved and really bring that offensive life and really get going. But defensively, them signing Daniil Hunter was a home run signing. Him and Will Anderson complement each other so freaking well.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, man, that pass rush is something mean, but it'll be interesting to see them go up against some legitimate tackles this Sunday when they got to go to Minnesota. Shout out Q Dog one time, but yeah, that was my big takeaway from Chicago, bro. Y'all got to build that offensive line, man.
Now, Mark, since you mentioned Daniil Hunter, there's another play that comes to mind from that game. That's what I was saying when I saw the replay is, oh, Lord, as if I was a quarterback. Did y'all see the way that man came around and came up the middle like it was nothing at full speed? I said, Jesus Christ, fix that. I said, fix that quickly. Please fix that. Because there's no reason why this man should come around. I believe he was over there with Will Anderson at the time. He should not be coming around like that, bro. And there's a big ass hole waiting for your quarterback to get obliterated. Fix that.
Speaking of obliterated, that reminds me of one more play. Shame on the Chicago Bears offensive line, bro. As a former offensive lineman, the one thing we do not tolerate is somebody hitting our quarterback, especially if you hit our quarterback late and out of bounds. When homeboy from the Texans did that to Caleb Williams on that sideline, and y'all all surrounded him, fuck his fine, fuck his suspension, bro. Y'all should have been throwing hands to that man for doing that to your quarterback. I don't give a damn what nobody says, bro.
They should have been on the level. They should have been on the level of Jason Peters versus Washington. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
I agree.
Yeah.
Be on that level. Take on the whole team if you have to. But that was ridiculous because I was like, was he in bounds? But when I was looking at him, like, oh, I think his foot was on the white. You got to do something in that regard. And I believe
I would have got a suspension or something that game, bro. I would have been scrapping. Like, real
I don't want to mess up old buddy's name, but number 0 on the defense for the Houston Texans, I felt like he should have been ejected for throwing that punch. But I was surprised that they didn't.
Because if they didn't originally throw that flag on the field, and New York can't create a penalty like that.
So I remember they were saying something like they can't review it or something like that, or it's not New York's problem or whatever they said. But I was just like, yeah, Mark. I mean, the whole world saw it. We're about to see this big ass fine come out of nowhere.
Huge.
So
huge and major.
Just stupid stuff. But like you said, I do agree with what Mark said, and he's speaking from experience, ladies and gentlemen. He's an offensive lineman himself.
Yeah, boy.
You gotta stand up for your players, man, for your teammates, your brothers. You have to. Because I remember there was a guy named Talib. Oh, not Talib. Was it Talib? Yes, it was. Who snatched a certain Raiders chain, and he wasn't going
Don't
for it
bring
on the
that up,
second
bro.
time. No,
Don't bring that
I
up.
bring that up because I was waiting for somebody to whoop his ass or keep to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep it
I
legal.
was waiting for somebody to whoop that man's ass, boy. He did it that second time. I said, "Yo, you gotta beat his ass." When he came over there, I was like, "Ah,
Who won the
beat
game?
his ass."
Yeah, he was
But
hard,
yeah, man, it's just stuff like that. No, we don't condone violence of any kind. I'm just saying,
bro. Nah.
sometimes in the heat of the game, you might
Yeah, you
want
gonna snatch some of that chain, bro. You gonna snatch my chain, bro.
to. You take
My
my
grandma
chain,
gave
I'm
me a
a,
chain.
You know, you gonna snatch that chain. All
I'm
right,
a
well,
beat your ass.
final game here, Philly G. Monday night
Jesus
game, Philly
Christ.
G. Yeah, man. The Atlanta Falcons went to Lincoln Financial and get the win over Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, 22-21. Very, very good game here. Was a good game between the birds. Good fight here, man. But in the positive for the Eagles, though, man, it was so good to see
What positive
Jalen
you
Hurts
talking
at
about?
his. But it's good to see Jalen Hurts in rare form, bro. Like I was like, yo, if he can keep that up for the rest of the season, bro, I think Philly gonna. They may not be as dynamic as they was in 2022, but
Let's,
they take you somewhere, bro. He looked
host, I
great.
appreciate you. I
He looked great,
appreciate
bro.
you.
Okay,
I
come on with
appreciate
it.
you. I know Mark had also said going into the season that he's a candidate, in his opinion, that could possibly win MVP, right?
See,
So,
Yes.
um, let's not get ahead of ourselves because we still have a big ass problem on our
Come on
team.
with it. Well, let's talk about the
Defense.
game talk about the game in general. It's on you.
I mean, like I said, I felt good during the game, and like I said before the show, I was furious. Of course, like any fan would be. I'm furious. I'm like, fucking, I'm about to play 2K. I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. But I think the game in general, we played a good game. It's just that we didn't close out. And Kellen Moore, please, if you're listening, you little bitch, and I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm trying to be nice about it. Do not pass the ball on a third down when we can finish the game by running. You run the ball with Saquon. They weren't really doing much. I mean, here and there they were stopping him, but they weren't really doing much against him when he got out there. At best, fourth down, Nick Sirianni, we going for tush push. We're going for the touchdown. We're not going for a damn field goal. But early in the game, I have to admit, you should have went for the field goal, and we wouldn't have been in that situation. We'd be 2-0 right now. Like, I say go birds dickhead. That doesn't mean be a dickhead. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this out. But I do agree with host. Um, Jalen looked good. He looked like Jalen. But
Alabama
that's not going
Jalen.
to save us. That's not going to save us, And it was a game without AJ Brown. I understand the injury. Well, stop being a bitch. I understand the hamstring hurts. I've had probably one in my life. I know it hurts. Honestly, bro, the injury bug is getting everybody. So I can't really say don't be a bitch. I give him some grace in that. But we need AJ Brown. We need him. Um, Devontae, I love Devontae. He did nothing wrong really last night. I mean, he had a drop pass, but I mean, he was defended well. What can you really do?
That's a hell of a catch he made in the end zone though, when he had it adjusted his body. I like
Yeah,
that catch.
yeah. So I don't fault him. I don't fault Jake. I fault Nick Sirianni, host and Mark. I know Mark probably never thought I would even say that either. I love Nick Sirianni. Y'all know I do. He's been successful the past 3 years, despite losing in the Super Bowl, but we got close. This is the year where you're probably gonna get fired, bro, if things don't
Damn,
change.
I like that
You
take,
were
bro.
threatened last year. A lot of people don't know this. He was threatened last year with his job on the line. If you don't fire the offensive and defensive coordinators, you're gonna be fired. That's what Jeffrey Lurie told him. But also going into this year, you already on the hot seat. There's no result. So you have these winning seasons, but pretty much there's no result these past 3 seasons. I can talk about the past 3 seasons all day long. But as far as last night, I felt good about it, host. I feel like we're going to be a good team moving forward as long as we stay healthy. But the scheme of everything, as you mentioned, Vic Fangio was trying to go into cover 2, you said, right?
Yeah, the cover 2. Yeah, he
Yeah,
tried. It
which
wouldn't happen.
he tried. But thing was, we need Vic to get out of the non-pressure thing and start pressuring. We are playing the Saints next. We do
Oh
not
damn.
want to get caught up in the crossfire.
Oh damn. Heat. Heat, bro. This
anyway,
this is
anyway,
crazy. Yeah.
but I don't make excuses like a certain Raiders fan. So you know,
Be like
I
Mr.
own
Coach
up to
Klein.
my
Man, be like Mr.
I
Coach Klein on Waterboy.
I,
Who you
I
baby?
own up to my losses, unlike a certain Raiders fan on here
You
today.
only lost by one.
Um,
Take,
huh?
you only lost by 1 point. Take it.
Exactly.
Take it.
And winning
They didn't
by
whoop.
3 is much like losing by 1.
They whoop your
You
ass.
take it when you can get it. Anyway, losing by 1. Shout out to Kirk Cousins. You got lucky, bitch. You did. Because if Slay wasn't looking at the quarterback, that's a pick. That's a pick 6, and we all know it.
Man, Sucker Cousins, man, he were on prime time. This is 4th one
Yeah,
in a row.
he finally won in prime time. Probably ain't gonna win nothing else, but yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
but no, I ain't gonna be bitter like that. We're going into the Saints game. Shout out to GC. Anything can happen, but last night was just too many small mistakes turned into big ones. And
Oh
CJ
man.
Gardner, freaking Johnson. I ain't mad at you at all. I just wish it, huh?
No. I was just saying I know what you mean by mistakes. But
Oh, if that play that CJ Gardner Johnson made was the last play of the game, that's where you celebrate, bro. That's where you celebrate.
facts.
But yeah, I ain't mad at it. I'm gonna let Mark take a swing at it. Um,
Uh-oh.
you know, I it's kind of why I haven't hung up my Jalen Hurts thing yet. But anyway, um, I think he's gonna win MVP. I think we're gonna have a good season. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Mark batter up.
Uh, Philly G. I mean, having a quarterback who gets named league MVP, I don't know, man. Does that really do something for a team? Because
It really don't
I
hold
just
nothing
went up
these
against a
days.
two-time league MVP, unanimous MVP at that, and he didn't really make too much of a difference in the game. So
I'd
I don't
rather
know if
have
that's
that than not have anything, man. I'll take the
I don't know if
hardware.
that's kind of the goal you want to shoot for yourself, similar to what we said with your other sport with Joel Embiid. You also have bigger ambitions than just win the league MVP. You should be going for a championship. But that's another conversation.
Because I was about to say
I
something about them Hornets. That's why you changing the subject. But go ahead.
that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. But the thing that really irritated me about this game, and I watched this game, Philadelphia should have won in every sense of the word. They should have won that game. I just want to know from an outside perspective, uh, how in the blue hell do you give up a 6 point lead with 38 seconds left at home, bro? The crowd should have been lit. Y'all should have been sending the dogs after Kirk Cousins. If he throw a little check down or whatever, that's fine. There is no way in hell your defense should not have been able to hold them back for some damn 38 seconds in the damn game, bro. Kirk
Real quick,
Cousins
Mark.
ran that 2 minute offense straight through your defense, right down the field for a touchdown. And with all due respect, had Jordan Love not gotten hurt the week prior, he was probably going to do the same thing to y'all in Brazil. So I don't know if it's just because y'all got a bunch of young guys, if it's because y'all missing that veteran presence like Hassan Reddick in the locker room, but somebody on that Eagles defense got to step up and get to the damn quarterback. Like this is coming from a team that used to have Buddy Ryan as the head coach. he would be turning over in his grave if he saw y'all playing defense last night, especially in that scenario.
And don't
38
forget
freaking
Jim
seconds
Johnson.
left at home. Y'all should not have lost, bro. Like that. I'm not even taking jabs at Jalen Hurts in the offense. That man did what he did without. I don't think what the Goddard didn't play and AJ Brown was out, right?
No, Goddard. Funny enough, Mark Goddard played, but like you had mentioned earlier, star tight ends haven't really showed up yet.
So
He had
to
2
Jalen's credit,
catches.
he did everything that he was supposed to do to win the game, except for that throw at the end. That I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you there.
that was a
But outside of that, like real talk, like I know this is an offensive game and the rules favor the offense, but at the end of the day, you still got to play
so I
defense.
play
Still
defense.
gotta play
Yep.
The
defense.
Raiders would not have
Still
won on
gotta play.
Sunday had it not been for Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins getting after Lamar Jackson and
They
sacking him
Wreaking
couldn't.
the way that
fucking
they did.
havoc.
Even Marcus Epps stepped up. What?
But I
Somebody on
told
that
you,
Eagles defense has got to step up and get to the quarterback. I'm not calling out Darius Slay. I'm not going after Gardner Johnson. I'm gonna leave Philly G to do
yeah,
that. I'm talking to Jalen Carter and the rest of that defensive line,
Definitely
the
Jalen Carter.
yeah.
linebackers. Like,
Well, wait,
bro, somebody has to
Jalen
get down to
Carter.
the passing.
Apparently, I learned today, Mark, and host Jalen Carter was benched because he missed some team events. But like, I don't understand. Forget about a team event. We're trying to win on Monday night. I can give a damn about a team event.
I don't care about that either.
He's a number
You
one
do some
draft
stuff
pick.
like that in like the first quarter, like the first half, not late in the game with the game on the line. Like that's I
Thank
understand
you.
trying to run a tight ship and send a message to your team and discipline and all that, but at the end
And
of the day, bro, you get paid to win games in the National Football League. So as the head coach or whoever made that decision, you got to do what's best for your team to put your team in the best position to win. And respectfully, y'all did not do that in that fourth quarter. Again, there is no way y'all should have
there's
given up
no,
a touchdown lead with less than 40 seconds left in the damn game.
and
I
Yeah.
don't
it's like
understand that.
on that drive that I was talking about to you guys, Mark and host.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mark just said, we should have never. And I agree with everything he said. We should have never did that. That pass, that's why I came after Kellen Moore the way I did earlier. There should not be no dumb ass passing plays at the end of the game
Okay,
like that.
I,
Because the
I,
same thing
I
happened in the
disagree
Packers
with you on
game.
that.
No,
I
no, no,
disagree
no.
with you on that.
You shouldn't.
That pass to Saquon, that was the perfect call. It was executed perfectly. It went off guard. Saquon was wide the hell open, and if he would have caught it, he would have walked for the first down. That one is on Saquon. The players have to execute. We've seen countless times in football games, bro. It always comes down to the routine, everyday things that are some of the first things you practice when you go to spring minicamp. You got to do the little things exceptionally well if you want to have the opportunity to make the big plays that make the sports in the top 10. Saquon should have made that catch. It should have been an easy first down. He also iced the game from there. That's just my
And
opinion.
look, I don't,
That one
and I
ain't.
don't
That's not
disagree.
coaching. That's all on Saquon right there.
I don't disagree with you. But I mean, I agree to disagree, kind of. I feel like we have the tush push, Mark. You already know how that goes. I just feel like we could have ran it with Saquon. You could have went I formation if you really wanted to, if you felt not safe about him just running by himself. Have an extra blocker, get up a few more yards. You get up there to what, fourth? We usually do it at 4th and 3 at worst. Tush push it. That's
As
it.
the as Philadelphia's deadliest, most explosive, most effective play. And
It
if it ain't
is. I
broke,
mean,
if
it's
it
been
ain't broke, don't fix it.
right, and it's been stopped on a few
I
occasions.
like it,
But in that
especially
situation, the
last.
Falcons hadn't stopped it.
Right, but it ain't gonna be the same
So,
because
you know,
Kelsey's not there.
it's not.
Kelsey,
And then also Fletcher Cox sent out a text, basically kind of the same words that Mark said, a little bit differently, but somebody on defense has to step up. That's why I said, host, I fully agree with what everything that Mark has said about defense and like, offense played great. They did their job. Jalen Hurts did his job specifically. but defense just looks so questionable. And it's like, dog, why are we not rushing the quarterback? You do that against somebody like Derek Carr. You do that to Dak Prescott twice this year. We are probably going to be at third place in our division. It's not even going to be fucking funny.
In the division? No.
I'm gonna let you know this right here and right now. This ain't me being biased. It ain't me talking shit.
No,
If you
it's
fail,
the truth.
if you fail to put any heat on DC4, that will be your ass.
It's going to be a
Darius
54-6
Slay and Carson
beatdown, bro.
Johnson. Boy, I'm glad you know, because you don't put no heat on that man. Boy,
It's
he gonna light y'all up.
y'all got to be ready to run through a fucking brick wall Sunday, bro. Like, I'm
Can
so
he call
serious.
Arizona and get Jonathan Gannon back?
Bro, don't even joke, because I swear to God, it'll be the first call. It's either Jonathan Gannon, bring back Jim Johnson from the dead, or Buddy Ryan, or you better call Jim
Hey,
Schwartz and
call
see if we can
Rex.
get another ring. Who?
Call Rex. Call Rex Ryan. He been itching to get back into coaching.
We don't want no damn Rex Ryan. We want the real Ryan, buddy.
Okay. So, I got somebody for you. Host gives this man a glowing recommendation every time we bring.
If
his
it's
name up.
McDumbass, I swear to God.
That's on offense. Call up Paul Gunther, one of the best defensive coordinators me and host have ever seen in football. Call Paul Gunther. He'll get you right.
He said, "What?" Look, the only Gunther I trust gives out chops to the chest. Anyway, but nah, man, like,
What?
nah, but everything you said.
Host was looking at the camera like he don't know me, bro.
What?
Oh,
What?
like that, dog.
What?
But nah, Mark, to end on it though, I do agree with what you said though, because seriously, man, they need to be listening to what all three of us are saying. Really, you need to be ready to run through a goddamn brick wall. Don't what me, bitch. Don't make me turn heel. Say what if I've been with your mom? But nah, bro, like, nah, for real. He said, damn. But nah, I know. And if I could talk about that real quick, host, no, I'm trying to hold up the show. We already, damn, on hour 30.
Oh, yeah.
We better not do this with Derek Carr. And I already told GC. GC, shout out to you, dog. When I talked to him about the game coming up this weekend, he even said, like, anything can happen. I literally told GC, y'all look terrifying right now. And if anything's going to happen, we probably going to get our ass beat.
Yeah.
And it's probably what we need.
Let the record show, if Derek Carr destroys y'all, take a couple weeks off from the show, my buddy.
Destroy? What you mean destroy? Like
if Derek Carr beats that Eagles defense, what he did to Carolina,
basically the 49ers, bro.
Oh man, it ain't gonna be that bad.
If y'all lose to the Panthers by any type of score,
that's gonna be crazy.
that ain't gonna happen, bro. That's not gonna happen.
Be like the $1 Million Man.
That's not gonna happen.
You hope,
not with
and I hope that we don't get our ass because if we beat the Saints by any score, we got bragging rights on Dallas. I want an apology from you.
From me?
Yeah, from you, man.
What did I do?
The shit you talking right now.
That's in retaliation all the time you call Derek Carr trash. What?
What? I said I love Derek Carr. God, bro. Aaron, I have said that I love Derek Carr. I literally have. And you know I have. I said I love Derek Carr. I said that he is a good quarterback. I've been saying that. Yeah, I do talk a little trash to get at you.
Mm-hmm.
But what you mean? Mm-hmm.
It's all right, bro. Go ahead.
He about to bring up. Anyway. Oh God, I know the music.
You already know.
Well, I ain't in
Monday
it,
night
so you might as well
games, all
take
the
me off
scores.
screen. Might as well take me off screen.
Woo, woo.
This shit was bad, boy.
Oh, ladies and
I'm like
gentlemen,
4-9.
I'll reveal to you guys the king of week 2. Bringing in the rear, Philly
Me.
G.
Yep.
6
was
and
bad.
10.
Fucking Miami
6 and 10.
and the rest of them motherfuckers.
Behind them, pause. Q-Dog. 8 and 8. 8 and 8.
That's better though.
Ladies
That's
and gentlemen,
500.
The king of week 2. Top. Rockstar Rock.
My dog.
And Young Mark.
Do it.
Oh, we tired.
Rock.
Hey, bro.
Rock.
Hey, that's what I do.
Rockstar
What was the
Rock
record?
and Mark is tied. 10-6.
What was the record?
10-6.
I picked the wrong week to go against my safe pick in Arizona. I probably
Me
would
and
have won if I would have picked them.
Me and Devontae finished 9
You picked the
7.
Rams?
No, I picked
Nice.
I picked the Rams in that game because I was mad at Kyler Murray. He pissed me off with that
Well-
quote after that Buffalo game, bro. Like I was with it. Saturday.
Host. Oh, never mind. It's too late for that. I was gonna ask Host if he could read off my my first 5 losses because it was getting bad. It was getting bad, Mark.
You lost the Dolphins. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you lost the Dolphins, the Lions, the Titans, and the Patriots. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You lost the Dolphins, 49ers, Lions, Titans, and then the Patriots. You lost the first 4.
Which ones did I lose? I know I had Arizona wrong. I had Baltimore right though.
Your losses?
Yeah.
You lost 49ers. 49ers, Patriots, Jaguars,
Oh, he picked the Patriots too.
Rams.
Damn, I want to
The
win what's in the NFC West. Okay.
and the Eagles.
Yeah.
Well, then it's safe to say, don't pick my team and I'll pick yours.
You
Don't
picked
tell no
Baltimore.
truth about me,
You
and I
picked
won't tell
Lamar.
lies about you. Some shit like that. You said
You know
what?
what I mean? I don't tell lies.
Because I was gonna pick y'all, but then I was like saying, nah, bro. Like I think Lamar gonna do something, but nah. I should have just stuck with my gut. I should have stuck with my gut because I was like, defensively, I know the Raiders are gonna come up and do something.
Everybody thought that. Everybody thought
Yeah.
that.
And I knew that we was probably gonna lose because they were saying 93% of the people in the I think Vegas host on the money line had us winning.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mark had to take out, man. But real quick. Give me a quick pick. Jets to the Patriots for Thursday night. Philly G.
I don't fucking know. Jets.
Jets it is. I'm going with the
I'm
Jets
picking the
myself.
Jets, bro.
I'm going with the Jets myself.
I'm gonna say 21-10.
21-10 it is.
21-10.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is late, but we thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys, man. That is our show for today. As always, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About, the review show. Please remember to give the podcast panel, Young Mark in his absence, and my main man, Philly G, a big thumbs up, man. Big thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications. All notifications. Philly G, what you got for us real quick?
Hey man, stay blessed, stay good, be safe out here, and go Birds. Really, I didn't know host was gonna put me on the spot, but go Birds, baby.
Yeah, baby, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, it's all good.
Oh, yeah, it's all good, man.
Still represent, baby. Still represent. The show must
Always.
go on. Show
Yes,
must
sir.
go on, man. And we will be back in the building this Saturday with the predictions for week 3. And watch Devo eat some crow. Watch Devo eat some crow, man. And we're going to watch Young Mark get on them Ravens. So come on back, man. Join us this Saturday at 1 p.m. live right here on YouTube. Until then, everybody around the world on the sound of my voice, please be safe and stay safe. And that's
in order.
It's an order.